Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Rising Above the Average, where we talk about the different things that we do, mindset change, tactics, strategies that we implement in our lives that have moved the needles in our businesses, in our personal lives, in our mindset, in our health as well, in every area of our life, what we do to make progress every single day. And I'm your girl, Alun Da Silva, and it's always a privilege and honor to be here with you. And I love your comment. Always look forward to hearing from you. Keep coming, keep sharing, keep inspiring, your people, your family. Keep doing what you love doing, and I'm so glad that we're here today. And before we start, just a quick shout out. Did anybody watch my previous video? I think last week we talked about how to secure your finances, like how to prepare and plan for your financial security. And if you haven't, make sure you watch it. It's just it's the live we did last week, so the previous live after this. So have a look and make sure you take notes, and most importantly, make sure you do something about them. Make sure you take massive action, because if you don't do anything about it, nothing is going to be done. Well, so today we're going to talk about how to move from where you are right now, whether it's in your mindset, whether it's in your spirituality, whether it's in your business, in your finances, in your health, in your relationships, in your career, in your livelihood, in your community, in whatever aspect, or whether it's in your studies as well, and you feel like you're stuck and you have a dream, you want to move, you want to take like a leap, you want to go somewhere, you want to be at a certain position, but you're not there right now. We're going to talk about how you can move from where you are now to where you want to be. Yep, you excited about that? Great. And I actually believe that if you're anybody like me, there's always a next level. Even if you love your life right now, you're satisfied, there is always a next level. There is always a way to help someone else. There's always more to do. There's always more to become. There's always more to experience, isn't it? Yes. So how do you move from where you are right now to where you want to be? And I'm going to share with you guys five simple tips, right? I love giving you guys strategies. Apart from mindset change and personal development stuff, I love to give systematized strategy, things that you can start doing right now to move the needle in your life. And number one, the first tip is knowledge. If you're not where you are right now, there is something you don't know. No, listen to me. If you're not here, if you're not where you are, where you desire to be right now, that means there is something you don't know that you need to know. If you look at your neighbor and you feel like, oh my God, man, I wish I was there, I wish I had this, then that means that there is something your neighbor knows that you don't know, right? That's bringing the result that they have. Right, so number one, we're talking about how to move from where you are to where you want to be, and the first key is knowledge. You've got to get the knowledge that is necessary for you to move from where you are right now to where you want to be. Where you want to be, there's a difference between where you are right now and where you want to be, and that difference is what you don't know. And I've always said this: you've got to get the right knowledge. You can't just hope, right, and wish for things to just happen. You've got to be proactive to go there and reach out and get knowledge. And most importantly, moving on to the next thing, you've got to execute on the knowledge. So number two key is take action, and massive action. You've got to execute on the knowledge that you've gotten. And as the analogy I used earlier on was, if your neighbor has something that you don't have and you desire to have, two things are happening. One, there's something your neighbor knows that you don't. Two, there's something he is doing that you're not doing. Or there's something she is doing that you're not doing. Right? And this is very important. And ask yourself, what is she doing? What does she know that I don't know and I'm not doing? And this is where your research start. You've got to get the knowledge that you need to get what you want to be. And you've got to take massive action. You've got to make sure that you execute on the knowledge, right? The saying goes that knowledge is key. It is. but only when you take action on that knowledge, because knowledge is useless if you don't execute it on it, right? Great. And number 3 is adopting new approach along the way. Adapting your approach along the way, it's so important, because you know what, many of us, we tend to do the same thing and we expect a different result. Is that not a definition of being crazy, like being nuts by Einstein? We tend to do the same thing and we expect a different result. If you're still doing what you did 5 years ago, girl, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. Because if you're still doing what you did 5 years ago, you're only going to get the result that you got 5 years ago. I'm sorry to break the sad news to you, right? I'm sorry. That's just how it is. That's life. If you want something new, you've got to be willing to do something new. So adapting your approach along the way, it's so important. Changing what doesn't work and try something new every single time. You try something new, it doesn't work, that's fine. You change it. Right? Try something else, right? Move around it a little bit. How can you add this? How can you remove it? How can you bend it? You know, what can you add? What can you remove? What can you tweak? Adapting your strategy along the way, it's so important, right? Because this brings us to the next step that talks about persistent repetition. Persistent repetition. You know, many people, you know, and I'm not trying to call anybody out, but many people, they have this mindset of, oh, if I try something once and it doesn't work, that means it's not meant for me. No, that's not true. I don't believe that. I think it's just a lazy ass excuse that we give ourselves. You try something once and it doesn't work, it's not meant for you. Are you kidding me? But do you remember when you started, when you were learning how to walk or how to ride a bicycle? Did you just learn it once and you started walking? And do you remember your first fall and you're like, okay, walking is not for me, I'll stop right there? No, children don't do that. They fall, they get back up, they fall again, they get back up until they get it right. Because they know that it's something in them that they have to walk. I mean, when they have the ability to, they have to do whatever they can to walk, right? And if you're learning a bicycle and you fall a couple of times and you're like, no, learning a bicycle is not for me. Are you kidding me? The thing is that in life, you've got to develop the muscles that you need to live the life that you want to live, right? And developing muscle takes time. It takes persistent repetition. If you want to develop any muscles, whether it's physical muscles, emotional muscles, if you want to be strong emotionally, strong mentally, it's not just by doing things once, but it's by doing them persistently in a repetitive manner, by doing them again and again and again and again. Well, girl, I hope that this gives you an insight, right? Don't give up at just the first challenge, and don't feel like because it didn't work the first time, it didn't work the second time. And many of us, we have this 3 chance rule. Like me, I used to have that. If I try something three times, doesn't work, I'm like, I'm done. But the thing is, life is not always like that. You've got to keep developing those muscles, doing them again and again until you become better at it. And the more you do it, the better you get. So persistent repetition is going to help, it's going to move you from where you are right now to where you want to be. Now, how do you make sure that you reach your goal? You get where you want to get faster and sooner with less, I wouldn't say less challenge, with less kind of challenges on your way. The 5th key is coaching. Through coaching, I have experienced firsthand the importance of having a mentor in my life. I have experienced firsthand. I struggled in my life for so long. I remember the very first mentor I had was, I'll call him a life coach, because he helped me in my spirituality, you know, in my life, in my mindset, in growth. The first coach that I had, unknowingly, he was a friend, but he coached me in so many ways. And without me knowing, that helped me grow so fast. Things that I have been wanting to change for 10 years, I was able to change in just 1 year or 2. With his support, with his consistent prayers and support and, you know, wisdom and showing me what to do and telling me off, because telling people off is part of coaching. When you love someone, for example, When you love your child, he wants sweets and sugar every time. You don't give him sweets and sugar every time. Like, no. No is a love language as well. Yeah, many of us, we don't know that. No is a love language as well as a yes. They're both love languages, and we have to know when to use them and how to accept them. So as I was saying, coaching has helped me. I don't think I'll be anywhere where I am right now if I didn't have a coach earlier on in my life, in every area of my life. I don't think I'll be this confident young lady, because I grew up with so much resistance, so much how will I say, lack of confidence in myself. And then you see me today and you feel like, oh, she's got things together. It was not always like this. I still remember back 7 years ago, 10 years ago, I was not in a good place. And it is through my friend, my coach at that time, that I was able to go through things. And I don't think I'll be the young lady I am today if it was not for his support and through his coaching, you know. And I don't think I would have grown this fast and gotten so much result at my young age if it wasn't through coaching, right? How do you know what knowledge to get, where to get it, right? How do you know what to do with the knowledge that you've gotten and take massive action with it? How do you know where to pivot, where the caveats are? How do you know how to change your strategy? And how can you keep being persistent when you're broken, when your heart is completely shattered, when you've hit the wall and you don't know what to do? How can you keep being persistent? Through coaching, sis. Through coaching, we all need someone that can believe in us, someone that can look us straight into the eyes and say, I believe in you, I believe in your dreams. And not just a one-off person. You need a consistent person, a person that's going to be there for you no matter what, and a person that has gotten the result that you want, right? You need to have someone that's gotten the result that you want so they can teach you what they did for you to get there, for them to get there, right? Because if they're getting a certain result and you are not, they're doing something that you're not doing. They know something that you don't know, right? And the fastest and quickest way to move from where you are right now to where you want to be is through coaching. I actually believe it's through coaching. So if this resonates with you and you're anybody like me and you feel like, look, Alun, I need to have a discussion with you, come on, girl, come on, right? Just book my complimentary session with me, and we are going to have a chat. We're going to have a heart-to-heart chat, you know, at no cost to you. We're going to have a heart-to-heart chat on where are you right now and where do you want to be and what can you do right now where you are. And don't feel like, oh, I don't have much money, I have nothing. Even if you feel like you don't have money, there is something you have that can propel you right now from where you are to where you want to be. I truly believe in you, and I'm looking forward to our conversation, right? I'm looking forward to meeting you personally. I'm looking forward to becoming your friend, right? So today we talk about how to move from where you are to where you want to be. And this is so important. How to move from where you are to where you want to be. 5 key things that you can start doing right now. Number 1, you need to have the right knowledge. Number 2, you need to take massive action and execute on the knowledge that you've gotten. Number 3, you've got to be adapting your strategy at every level. You've got to be very flexible and adaptive. And number 4, you've got to be willing to be persistent in repeating your strategies. And number 5, that ties everything together, you've got to have a mentor and a coach. And that's if you want to grow faster and early. You've got to look up to someone that's been there, that's gotten the result that you want, and if look up to them and allow them to teach you, to guide you, to hold your hands and lead you to the path to where you want to be. And if you happen to stumble on this and this resonates with you, click the button, follow me, right? Ring the notification button so that you get notified every time I'm doing these lives and every time I post out there. And follow me on YouTube as well. If you're kind of a person that you really like YouTube, follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, and also follow my TikTok, where I put occasional fun videos on how we can also have fun while we are building our businesses, while we are building our families, while we are building things that matter to us. We can enjoy them, just like Olivia said, right? enjoying every moment. While Olivia is also building her business. While she's building her business, she's also enjoying every moment. And it's true, while we're building our businesses, while we're building our families, while we're building the life that we want to live, we are also enjoying ourselves. Wow, it is such a privilege and an honor to serve you again today. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you. I hope that you got something from this. I hope that this was useful to you, this served you. And remember to leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Right, like this video if it resonates with you. Right, leave your comments, share with your friends, share with anybody that needs to hear this, because I remember that many times in my life things that really changed that changed me and made a huge difference in my life were things like my friends sending me a video. I might have been going through a difficult time and my friends just send me a video, and that changes everything. So if you feel like this is going to resonate with someone, share with them, right? And they are going to be uplifted just like you are. And hopefully I am going to see you again next weekend. And if you're curious and you want to know more about me, the things that I offer and how I can help you better, feel free to go to my website, AskAlunAnything.com, right? You can find the link in my bio right there and look through the things that we offer. I offer free courses on how you can start your online business if that's what you're interested in, right? And other things on how you can take care of your body, how you can stimulate creativity, and other goodies, right? Check my website out and see how we can work together if that works with you. See how you can benefit from my free content and free stuff that we do, and how we can collaborate in the future. And before I see you again next week, I really wish you a beautiful life. I want you to be happy all the way. I want you to enjoy your life, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love and blessings. I will see you again very soon, sis. I love you and take care. Bye everybody. Bye bye.